Mr. Sanjay Mitra. Mr. Sanjay Mitra has years of experience in managing HR functions of information technology company. He specializes in change management, organization alignment, executive coaching, and integration of merged entities cultural building. He has keen interest in leadership development. He is the recipient of 2 presidential awards.
He was the UNCIS CSR Ambassador for Western India while working in Tata Group. During his tenure, Nest Technologies entered Databest IDC top 20 best employers in IT. Academically, he is a science graduate, did his advanced program in Human Capital Management from Asian Institute of Management. He has completed his MBA from Narsi Mongi Institute of Management Studies. He has done certification program in leadership development, business process reengineering, executive coaching and life coaching. Sir, I will request to come and share your views on organizational alignment.
Good morning to all of you. It's been a pleasure today and a privilege to be a part of this August gathering. This is very different and very inspiring from the ones which we keep attending of the veteran professionals and the dignitaries throughout the year. Because you are the future. This hall today is the future which is going to craft and change the corporate map of India. The power within this room is waiting to be unleashed for the world to see. Believe you me, one day when we talk 10 years down the line, you will know what I meant today, that time 10 years back. Fortunate are we, and more fortunate are you, that you have taken birth at the most opportune moment that the world is going by, and the most opportune moment that India is passing. This is the time, and this is the moment. If you look at the global scenario, the way India is taking the center stage today, it has never happened before. Neither could anybody dream of it even 10 years back. There was a myth that probably the entire comparative advantage for countries to come to India is because of cheap labor. The myth continued for a long time, and unfortunately, we supported the myth. I still remember one of those India Today covers coining a term cyber coolie. Anybody in this room has heard this this concept before, or this word before? Please raise your hand. Anybody who's heard this? Cyber coolie, CYBERCOOLIE, was a front page cover on India Today. Honestly, I questioned myself that day, am I in the right industry? And am I in the right moment? Am I doing the right things? Today, India has proved beyond doubt that it's not the comparative advantage of prices and cheap labor, but it is much beyond that. It is the entrepreneurial talent and the quality of managerial effectiveness which has clearly set this country onto its journey. I will not get surprised tomorrow the Harvards and the Stanfords may have to compete with institutions like this. I sincerely salute all the young entrepreneurs who just made this organization AIMS possible, and I'm sure they, along with you all in this room, will take it to new heights, for you are the architect of modern India. Before I get into the presentation, which definitely is extremely important for all of us for the knowledge sharing point of view, there are 4 or 5 questions I would like to leave behind with you all. So it's very important for you to be absolutely clear as a student. Number 1, what do you want? Is who do you want to become? There are 2 different questions. Who do you want to become at the end of 5 years or 10 years? These are the 2 questions which will define your end. The success will depend more on you rather than the organizations or the institutions alone. Definitely institutions will play a very important role. But do not ever think that the student of another management institute has got an inherent advantage, and therefore, you know what, it's all in ourselves, and we're going to make a difference, you're going to make a difference. The second question that you're going to answer is, why is this MBA important to you? Which will directly connect to your value system. If you do not find the right answers, introspect, connect what you are studying with your internal value system. All of us have a value system. We often do not hear ourselves. The moment you connect what you are doing with your internal value system, the whole rocket propels upwards, and you do not know the speed that it gathers. Extremely important for you to explore and connect. And the final question, how might I get it? Come what may. If you're clear about these 4 questions, I heard about the entrepreneurial stuff that was spoken some time back, and it is so important and so relevant. Today, the corporate, you will very soon see, will go the entrepreneurial way. In other words, you will have entrepreneurial managers who will be more in demand than the professional managers, the next thing to come. The reason is very different. I will not take up this time to explain the reason, but in short, the human aspirations are going up and phenomenally going up. So every vice president or every head of business unit wants to basically be the boss or be the independent architect of that business. To do that, you have to leave, the whole management landscape will change, and they will have to be given a lot of power, independence and scope to work. Otherwise, you will not be able to retain your top managerial talent. To retain the top talent, they have to be more entrepreneurial and they have to be given more space. Now, that's one emerging fact. The second emerging fact is global managers working across countries. Today, I'm heading HR for India, China, and North Africa. And I can tell you all the 3 countries are so distinctly different that I fumble at times. I wish I had more. It requires and calls for a very different skill. So entrepreneurial manager and global managers will be the 2 things which will be in demand as we go forward from the talent management point of view. I'm sure all of you heard of talent management business. These are the 2 things to go. Now what are the life cycles you typically see that you'll go through? You will be first an individual contributor when you join the corporate. The second turn in your leadership will come when you become a team leader. That means you'll be managing a small team. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Third term will come when you start managing a group of managers. Now managing managers is a different ballgame than managing team. You got to give a lot of space, and what will be your tendency? To work directly on the floor, bypass the manager, tell him that I've done it and I know how to go about it. Ask me how. I will tell you what. Today's managers are not good. This generation doesn't know anything. In our times, and has a direct connect with the team. So it's a different ball game, and that doesn't work. The third turn will come from being enterprise managers or heading business units. That means you have a team of senior managers reporting to them, you, another group of managers reporting to them, and another layer and another layer. And the fourth term comes when you are heading heading an organization. Now that could be an independent business unit or it could be an organization. And finally the fifth term comes as a global manager where you cut across countries. So these are different terms you go in life. So you've got to be very clear that how do you build your competencies through different stages. And the clarity that you have will help you in planning your career accordingly. So I'll refrain from that and come back to today's topic. And today's topic, I've been asking, and I was told that the theme is more on alignment. So I felt that could be something which we could dwell on. Is that fine to all?
Yes, sir.
How do you see, how do you feel when India is all divided and here this terrorist attack here, that terrorist attack here, some states wanting to go different ways, some states asking for more power, some states are not peaceful. What kind of feeling do you get? Do you have a very pleasant feeling about it?
No, sir.
Imagine one India, a lot of alignment between the states, a lot of alignment between the state government and the central government. Safety all over. People can do what they want to do. People can realize their dreams. Children can play absolutely without any fear. And all that can happen if this country is aligned. Imagine the states which produce the mineral resources. They produce the mineral resources and another state which is good in processing and manufacturing capability processes that and then we send it and you export it. Imagine the power of this country if it unleashes the competitive advantage of each state, aligns with each other. Look at the superpower capability that we have. This is no great science to understand. So alignment is nothing very different when you bring it down to the corporate. Today the time has come in the age of globalization. What you see is we have different business units in different countries. And these business units, just imagine if they operate in their own silos, and each of those business units have tremendous talent, tremendous leadership, tremendous prowess, and yet if they don't synergize, imagine the kind of missed opportunities. It's a huge opportunity which we miss out on. That is number one. Number two, within the organization, you have different departments. And if these departments do not synergize, what happens? Each department excels. And yet, you will have loss of synergy, loss of revenue, and loss of opportunities. So how do we make all this happen? And especially the challenge grows multi-fold when the organization grows bigger and bigger and bigger. It's much easier to do when it's small. So there has to be a very systematic approach to the whole madness that it keeps adding every time the organization grows. In fact, there was a survey carried out, and typically the two gentlemen, Notter and Kapla, who basically research a lot into this area, and they carried out a survey for different companies divided in three parts. Those companies which have balanced scorecard, the sterling performers who actually followed it to the hilt. The second is those who did it to an extent, and third is who did not do it to a great extent. And they found out that they all did extremely well in that order. The one which is followed balanced scorecard at the top, and then at the middle, and then at the bottom. But it was one area where all of them dropped in spite of following the balanced scorecard to the best possible extent. And that area was, guess what?